After a pretty controversial decision passed by Adam Silver, where he was allowed to keep his team as Adam didn't have the right to take it away, if you've been keeping up, you're probably aware that a lot of people weren't happy with the punishment or the fine. And by the looks of it, one of the major companies sponsoring Phoenix Suns expressed somewhat similar emotions. To find out more, keep watching. But first, a reminder about our brand new giveaway. We're giving away a PS5 with a copy of NBA 2022 and Madden 22. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple. First up, PayPal says it will no longer sponsor Phoenix Suns. PayPal announced that it will stop supporting the Phoenix Suns if owner Robert Sarver stays on board when his ban is over. The National Basketball Players Association later made its position known, with Executive Director Tamika Tremaglio stating that NBA players want Sarver to be permanently barred from the league in an interview with ESPN. Anyway, moving on. According to PayPal, its existing agreement with the Suns expires after the upcoming 2022-23 season. This means it will do so while Sarver is serving a one-year NBA suspension. After a probe revealed a pattern of vulgar, misogynistic, and racist words and behavior during his 18 years as the owner of the Suns, Sarver was suspended this week and fined $10 million. We knew Sarver will face problems moving forward. What we didn't know was that it'd be this early. Next up, what did the CEO have to say? The president and CEO of the money-managing giant said that they've worked really hard to be an inclusive company. They have a pretty strong record when it comes to fighting racism, gender discrimination, and other societal norms which are absolutely unacceptable. So Robert Sarver's behavior, even if it wasn't offensive enough to take away the team's ownership, is still unacceptable and in conflict with the company's values. Shulman said, after looking at the conclusions of the NBA's inquiry, they won't renew their sponsorship if Robert Sarver continues to be associated with the Suns after serving his suspension. Shulman said PayPal will continue to support the team, its members, and the experience and diverse talent now leading the organization. That includes Coach Monty Williams, General Manager James Jones, Assistant General Manager Morgan Cato, and Senior Vice President of People and Culture Kim Corbett. All these very prominent people are black. And the investigation into Sarver revealed that he repeated or purported to repeat the N-word on at least 5 occasions spanning his time with the Suns. While the conclusion stated that no finding was made that Sarver used this racially insensitive language with the intent to demean or denigrate, by the independent attorneys the NBA hired to conduct the investigation, PayPal still wants to stick to the image it has created over the past years and not renew their sponsorship. Moving on, who else has refused to work with Sarver since? One day after PayPal's announcement, Suns Vice Chairman Jahm Najafi demanded Sarver's resignation, claiming that there would be zero tolerance for vulgar, sexist, and racist behavior in any workplace. LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers and Suns guard Chris Paul, a former president of the National Basketball Players Association, have both criticized the NBA's punishments against Sarver as being insufficient. Paul and James made those remarks on Wednesday, hours after NBA Commissioner Adam Silver had explained some of the factors that prompted him to decide that a suspension and fine were the appropriate penalties. Tremaglio stated to ESPN on Friday that the union definitely wants Sarver kicked out of the league. In a televised interview, Tremaglio stated that they want to make it very clear that they don't want Adam Sarver back in a position where he'll be having an impact on the players and those who serve our players daily. She continued to say that they understand that there's been a thorough investigation, and everyone was very pleased to see that the NBA was able to follow through on that, especially because that's clearly something that everyone would want to see again if anything along the lines of what happened happens again. What they would not in fact want to see will be Sarver in a managerial role. Following up, many of the league's influential players have a lot to say. LeBron James, one of the most important players in the league, expressed his displeasure. He stated on Twitter that he has already read the Sarver story several times. He expressed his feelings in all honesty, saying that it's definitely wrong and the NBA got it wrong too. He doesn't have to justify why, because that's pretty much understandable on its own. Definitely, our league got this wrong. He continued to write that everyone should read the tales and make their own judgments. He said that that sort of conduct has no place in this league. LeBron said that even though he adores his executives and respects them, they've got it completely wrong. Racism, sexism, and misogyny have no place in the workplace. It doesn't matter if you play for or own the team. NBA has had a history of being a representing platform, and this just isn't it. The points guard for the Suns and a former leader of the NBA Players Association, Chris Paul, also disapproved of the punishment. He posted on Twitter that this behavior, particularly toward women, is reprehensible and must never be repeated. He tweeted that the sanctions definitely fell short when addressing the atrocious behavior. The slap on the wrist year suspension and a $10 million fine is just not it. NBA has has about 75% black players, and they might have let them down with this punishment that most think is short. Moving on to some other news. Firstly, Larry Tannenbaum re-elected as NBA chairman. The NBA declared today that Larry Tannenbaum, the chairman of the NBA Board of Governors, has been unanimously re-elected as the governor of the Toronto Raptors. Since 2017, when he was appointed to the position for the first time ever, Tannenbaum, the longtime chairman of Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, MLSE, has presided over the NBA Board of Governors. In 2019, the Raptors won their first NBA title under his direction. Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, expressed his happiness that Larry will continue to represent the league as our chairman of the board. Adam said that he, his co-workers, and the other team governors are very grateful for Larry's leadership, direction, and support. Tannenbaum also expressed his feelings regarding being re-elected. He said he was honored to continue to serve as chairman of the NBA Board of Governors to assist and guide the outstanding league. He also said that he appreciated the valuable support from his fellow governors and was looking forward to working with them all, Commissioner Silver and the league office staff, as we increase the effect of the NBA on basketball and in our communities, Tannenbaum said. Next up, the NBA Launchpad seeks new submissions. The National Basketball Association, NBA, has announced the second NBA Launchpad installment, a league project to identify, assess, and test out cutting-edge innovations that will promote the NBA's key priorities both on and off the court. The 2023 NBA Launchpad is expanding to identify new fan experiences at home and in NBA venues in light of the platform's success in advancing important basketball priorities during its first year of operation. Businesses and entrepreneurs can now submit applications to NBA Launchpad by offering inventions that target one of 6 priority areas in basketball. They have youth basketball, healthy habits, soft tissue injury prevention and recovery, game disruption, open category. The fan experience includes game production, viewing, in-seat, and sports betting experiences. Selected applicants will take part in a 6-month R&D project within the NBA ecosystem following a rigorous review procedure. Companies and entrepreneurs participating in NBA Launchpad will have access to NBA resources, practical assistance, and other special incentives to create cutting-edge technology. During Demo Day at NBA Summer League, Launchpad startups will make presentations to NBA executives, strategic partners, and investors after the program's end. Last but not least, Kane Fitzgerald named to lead NBA Replay Center. Kane Fitzgerald, an NBA referee for 13 years, has been named the league's new vice president of referee operations and head of the Replay Center. He is taking over for Jason Phillips, another ex-referee who departed the position after 3 years. At the commencement of the league's yearly preseason referee meetings, Fitzgerald, 41, formally began his new position. Throughout his time on the court, Fitzgerald steadily rose up the ranks. His father, who has been a referee for 49 years and is still working games, introduced him to the business when he was 18, and he began officiating high school games in his native New Jersey. It's a rare opportunity to leave the court as a referee and land a position of this stature in the NBA. Fitzgerald said he's always been thrilled about new challenges, and this being one of them, he's eagerly looking forward to it. He further said that trying something new and different and seeing if he can grow into the position and succeed just as well as he did on the court is exciting. Fitzgerald's new position will require him to manage all daily activities at the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus, New Jersey. His involvement in referee operations will also include making instructional DVDs and explaining game rules to officials, teams, broadcasters, and the press. Fitzgerald can now maintain a more regular routine with his family thanks to the transfer. His house is currently in Florida, and the job is in New Jersey, so travel will still be necessary. However, by not officiating 50 or more games a year, a better work-life balance will result. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think other sponsors will follow PayPal's lead? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.